Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you all? Inshallah, in this video, I'm going to explain the text which is in your activity books, page 46. So all of you, please open your books, page 46, pay attention and take notes. But before we start with the text, I just need you to look at or to watch this short video. So let's start.
Shoes, it's time to do your shoes. Yes, I want to wear my shoes. Good, shoes are good for you. Yay, I like them. See, Teddy likes the shoes. 1, 2, 3, almost on you see. Yes, I'll put them on right now. Stomp, 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 I like them, wow. Sunscreen, it's time to put on sunscreen. Yes, I want to wear the sunscreen. Good, sunscreen's good for you. Yay, I like it. See, elephant likes the sunscreen. 1, 2, 3, almost on you see. Yes, I'll put it on right now. Rub, I like it, wow. Bars, why don't you climb the bars? Yes, I want to climb the bars. Good, bars are fun for you. Yay, I like them. See, monkey likes the bars. 1, 2, 3, climbing's fun, you see. Yes, you see I'm climbing now. Climb, I like it, wow. Slide, why don't you try the slide? Yes, I want to try the slide. Good, sliding is fun for you. Yay, I like it, See, Mousy likes to slide. 1, 2, 3, sliding's fun, you see. Yes, you see I'm sliding now. Slide, I like it, wow. Swings, why don't you push the swings? Yes, I want to push the swings. Good, I want to swing with you. Yay, I like it. See, Teddy likes to push. 1, 2, 3, way up high, you see. Yes, here I'll push you now. Swing, I like it, wow.
Okay, now, after watching this video, what do you think this woman was doing? Now, what was she doing? She was using what? What language was she using? She was using the sign language. Okay, she was using the sign language. Right? What is the sign language? It's the language which was invented for whom? What kind of people? use sign language. It's for deaf people, right? Deaf people. What do you mean, or what do you mean by deaf people? Those people who can't listen. So it's for people who can't listen. Okay? So now, this text talks about the sign language. Again, it talks about the sign. Now, before we read the text, let's just take or understand the meaning of each word in the box. Okay? So, the first one is deaf. Deaf means can't listen or can't hear, to be more specific. Can't hear, لا يسمع. صم, right? System, نظام. Communication, تواصل. Gestures, حركات أو بالإيماءات. Sign, إشارة. Okay? Now, while we read this text, we have to fill in the blanks with the correct words for each space. Let's start now. Sign language, as we know it today, originated in 1755 CE, when a Frenchman, Charles Michel Dieulappé, started a school for deaf people in Paris. His form of communication. So the first one is communication. His form of communication consisted of gestures and signs and finger spelling. The Lippé system was the first example of a French language of sign language. So number one is communication and number two is sign language. Around the same time, in 1778 CE, in Germany, Samuel Henke was working on to teach deaf people how to read lips. Working on a what? On a system. So number three is system. Okay, so let's read it again. Sign language, as we know it today, originated in 1755 CE, when a Frenchman, Charles Michel Dieulappé, started a school for deaf people in Paris. His form of communication consisted of gestures, hand signs, and finger spelling. The Lippé system was the first example of a French sign language. Around the same time in 1778 CE in Germany, Samuel Henke was working on a system to teach deaf people how to read lips. Okay, so now who is the founder of the sign language? Who is the founder of sign language? Let's write the question here. Okay, who is the founder of sign language? Okay, who is the founder of sign language? He's what? Charles Michel Dieulappé. This is the founder. What's the meaning of founder? مؤسس. Okay, who's the founder of sign language? It's what? Charles Michel Dieulappé. Okay, what did he do? Or what was his finding? He started a school for deaf people in Paris. What did he invent, or what did he find? Okay, he found the system of what? Of sign language. Okay, so when was that? It was in 1755 CE. And again, he was a Frenchman, so he was from France. What was his name? His name was Charles Michel Dieulappé. And he started a school for deaf people in Paris. Okay, what type of communication system he invented? What type of communication system he had invented? It was what? It was a form of communication that consisted of gestures, okay, hand signs, and finger spelling. So what are the things, let's say again, what are the things that his language consisted of? First, gestures. 2, hand signs, and 3, finger spelling. Okay, and it was the first example of French sign language. So this sentence shows that the first language that the sign language has been invented in was what? Was French. Okay, it was French. Around the same time, in 1778 CE in Germany, Samuel Hennicke was working on a system to teach deaf people how to read lips. Okay, so who came after Charles Michel and let's say proved and improved the sign system or the sign language? It was Samuel Hennicke, okay, and he was working on a system to teach deaf people how to read lips. What did he do? He tried to let the deaf people try to what? To read lips. What do we mean by lips? الشفاه. These are lips. When you talk, your lips move, right? And when your lips move, deaf people can understand what you say. This is the point here. Okay? Now, this is enough for today. Inshallah, in the next lesson, I'm going to continue with the next part of this text and explain it with you inshallah. ويعطيكم العافية.